Hey, and we're here again, episode number 11, Jill.
Hi, Chad.
And you know what? I feel like it gets easier and easier to be able to talk to you, my wife, of almost 10 years.
Huh.
Second marriage,
Okay.
the best marriage. Big smile. Good hair today. New product. We're going to get into the product because it's new. Or no, it's a new brush.
New brush.
And we got the brush from a shout out to someone that Jill knows.
Yeah, to Rachel. The style. Oh, I should know the name of her company.
It's on Instagram. It's Rachel. And she's a stylist and she's very good.
Yes.
We liked her style.
Yes, I did.
Because at Inaz, where we went for the fashion show, she organized the fashion show and made it really fun for everyone who was there.
She sure did. She is good at what she does, without a doubt.
You know, we did go to the fashion show in Inaz in Highland Park about a week ago. It was an activity that we do.
Yes.
What did we like so much about that? Because I
Well,
thought it was an event that was actually great.
First of all, I love that the store is owned by my cousins, started by their mom, and I love that the entry fee to go, the entire amount is donated to a charity that I absolutely love, which is Chicago Lighthouse for the Blind. So I think that's great. I love that part of it. And it's just a great energetic evening of fashion and food and fun and family for us.
Yeah. Well, I think
So I
it's
thought it
just
was
fun
great.
people.
Yeah, totally.
And they're there just to have fun,
Right.
maybe be able to give back to the community.
100%.
And we did, and we're supportive of that. We actually invited some friends there
Yes.
and laughed, had fun, stayed late,
Yeah.
and then went and had some popcorn afterward, my favorite food.
Yes. We had popcorn this weekend.
Oh, let me just tell you about popcorn this weekend. The free refill thing, they should not allow that for guys of my size because I was able to eat basically close to a bag and a half.
You didn't get a free refill.
Oh, I did. I got the free refill before we walked in the theater. See, what you do is you pour it into the container, and then you save. So I could save some steps and enjoy the movie.
See, I didn't know that. I hope you enjoyed it. The movie was great, by the way. We saw Michael, and I am a fan forever and for always, and I think the movie was great.
They highlighted a lot of good points about Michael.
Yes.
And some really negative points about his father,
Yes.
who was just a really strict person. The question I have for you is, are we better off being strict fathers, working hard when you're young, and then maybe loosening the bootstraps later, but the discipline that that family had was pretty insane.
I don't think it was so much as he was a strict father
Oh.
as much as he was an abusive father.
Maybe in a selfish father.
And he was 5 years old, Michael, when he was pushed into the entertainment industry at 5 years old. So think about that, because we're now grandparents of an 11-year-old and an almost 1-year-old. Could you imagine pushing one of them at 5 years old to be a superstar?
And at 10, he had his own bodyguard,
Yes.
separate from his brothers, who he had to travel with and be with. And hence, just at a very early age, he grew up without supposedly having any friends, knowing that he was a superstar and that people treated him different and weird.
Well, I think there'll never be anyone like him
Well,
in our
it's nice.
lifetime. Yes.
Very
I love
nice.
the movie.
We enjoyed it. The popcorn was insane. And so that was our evening. We did a couple of fun
Yeah,
things. We did
afternoon.
the Inaz,
Right.
and we did. And if any of you want to join us when we do our experiences, put it in the comments. We love looking at them and responding. The other thing we did, I don't know if you noticed, but behind Jill's head we have the scenery of Chicago. Now,
Oh.
we have studied what is a good background when you do a podcast. I've studied.
Okay.
And I love the idea around fish because you might notice there's fish here, and many times there's fish on the TV.
I love fish. I'm a Pisces.
But today we went with the landscape,
Landscape's beautiful
and I'm
too.
really enjoying it. As I look over and see you,
Oh.
I see the landscape, and it's got pretty buildings that I recognize in the city, and I actually enjoy that.
You know what landscape I'm looking forward to? Colorado landscape. Because this week we are heading out to Colorado to see Nick, our youngest son, who's turning 25. Wow. And I'm excited to see him and spend his birthday with him. We have some great activities planned. I love Colorado. You know what I don't love? What do I not love?
The airplane.
The airplane. Okay.
Ah,
So here was an interesting thing that came up, and it's something I've thought about. How come when you take off late and you're up in the sky, and I can't remember which one of my friends just brought this up to me within maybe the last week, how come the pilot says, maybe it was Sherry actually, how come the pilot says, oh, we're going to make up some time right now, so we're going to speed. You know, why don't they speed all the time?
It
Why
uses more gas.
Fuel. I don't think they call it gas. I think it's fuel.
We're going to look up whether gas and fuel is the same thing.
I think
If you know, put it in the comments.
I think in a plane it's fuel. Why can't they just speed and get us there faster?
That would
I'd
be
like
a
to be
nice
there
thing.
faster. You know, our last flight, coming back from Florida, they fortunately had enough fuel, right? As they told us we're going to spend an extra hour just kind of flying around in the sky.
We did.
Yeah, I
we
didn't
ended
love
up
that.
flying
But
around
you know
the
what?
sky,
It was
but I didn't
not-
mind it.
Wasn't turbulent, so I was okay with it.
Your hair didn't move.
No.
It's not like you're outside the plane and it's windy.
It's not even about that. I'd like to be on the ground. I don't want to be
Yeah.
up in the air. Like I had enough. I want to get home.
So we're going to fly and we're going to go to Colorado.
Right.
And for any of you that want to reach me or watch the video and wonder why I travel so much, it's because I can.
Right.
We are empty nesters.
I mean, my God, it's been a month. We're leaving on the 30th, so it's been a month,
Yeah.
and you haven't traveled. Poor
No,
thing.
Poor thing. But we're going to go. We had the popcorn last week. No popcorn for a little bit.
Okay.
We did get in the movie theater. I recommend it to everyone that we get out and you try something new. The other thing I recommend is ice skating, but maybe not during free skate on the weekends. It could be a little crowded.
A little bit. And, you know, different from when I was younger, because, you know, I was an ice skater when I was younger.
Yeah, it's a very good and accomplished ice skater.
Okay, let's not push it. I'm no Olympic skater. I think the guards were different back when I was skating many, many, many years ago. Now they just sort of stand there. People are going all different directions. The safety aspect isn't quite there the way it used to be.
No.
So you have people speeding up on you. You have them doing their tricks in front of you. So you have to be able to stop pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And
that's
you were
true.
actually, I thought you were great with the hockey stop. I was impressed.
You know, as a child, I was a hockey player, and I
Oh.
have kept that skill with me, even though I've only skated a few times.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to talk about today is we went to dinner with some friends of ours. Shout out to Brad Schulman, who shared with me 3 to 5 reasons why drinking out of a plastic bottle is not good. Now, I have shifted my drinking bottle prowess to a Yeti cup or a cup of a different nature. And I'm watching myself sit here drinking out of this plastic bottle that I've refilled to save 1 cent probably 10 times.
Where's your Yeti?
It's in my car. Now, what Brad said, who owned Green Planet Bottling and then sold it years ago, talked about the idea that the bottles are not great because the plastic gets hot, gets cold, and the
It
plastic
leaches.
leaches into the water. And plastic is not good for our bodies,
Right.
just like it's not good for the oceans.
The fish, all the
And so
sea
I think going
creatures.
forward, there's a really good chance. I'm going to say there's a higher probability that I would have a Yeti drinking cup next week.
or a swell, or just any kind of
Right.
reusable.
Something that's not plastic.
a reusable.
You would agree with that?
100. Well, obviously, you don't see me refilling my plastic
No,
bottle.
as a matter of fact, we sat there and I was really upset about how much water I'm drinking out of plastic. And again, thank you, Brad, for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Another
Because I
shout
haven't
out.
pointed that out a million times, right?
You're my wife, and you know
I
that
know.
I don't
I know.
listen. The other shout out is to David Hochberg, who is a Team Hochberg. He does mortgages,
Right.
over $1 billion in mortgages. And he actually shouted out that he enjoys watching our videos.
Well, thank you to David.
He said it's kind of like being at home watching two people who are sitting at home talking about nothing.
Like the Seinfeld show,
Well,
my favorite show of all time.
it's it might be like the Seinfeld show, but I work really hard at coming with topics and having a point and a purpose to the chill experience, which is about being chill.
Right. Because that's what we do. We just chill. We are a non-drama, non-chaos couple.
As we are non-drama, non-chaos, and Jill takes a day or so once a month to be able to manicure, pedicure, maybe even a massage here and there. Can you show the audience your nails? Both hands? Does anyone notice anything different about them? The colors on her nails are a couple different colors because it's all about abstract. Is that what we call that?
I don't know. It's just what I like on my real nails. You know, I get questioned a lot, of those really my nails? And they are really my nails, not fake nails.
Not fake.
No.
And on your right hand, you have a new ring.
No.
Does that ring do something, or is that a bottle cap? What is that? Oh, that's nice. I don't
From
know when
Inaz.
you got it. Oh,
From
from
Inaz,
Inaz.
yeah.
And so if you look at how she has the ring, it's actually on the top hand. So everything at Inaz, what we learned about fashion is we could do it different than traditional. So as an example, at Inaz, the whole night was based on ties
A big
and
part of it.
and
That was
ornaments.
Pat, right. Pat's company. She's an amazing woman, I have to say. So she, back in the day, when she was young, she was raised by her dad, and she needed a belt. And I guess he didn't get her one, so he said, "Here, just use this." And he threw her a tie. And from that came a business. And so she uses ties, men's ties, for fashion. Either throw them around the neck, throw them around your waist for a belt, tie them up in front, and then they add ornamentation, pins, or just, you know, cool brooch.
Yeah, so we got some brooches now. We have pins. We have a
Right.
ring. Supported the evening with some purchases, and
Yeah.
very very pleased to see you wear it.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Anything from the sheet of paper I gave you that you'd like to cover before I get to our next topic?
No, you go for it.
I don't know how many of you know this, and some people scour my LinkedIn to see my history.
Yes.
One of the things that I kept on there is in 2008 and 9, I ran for mayor of Deerfield.
Oh, I do know that.
I got my ass kicked, but I will share with you this. It was a great experience. And as I was cleaning up my computer, Jill, I found the mayoral debate
Oh, boy.
that I created before AI. And I have to tell you that I'm pretty impressed with what's on here.
Okay. Well, let's hear it. You
Well-
know, I don't use AI at all. It's not my thing.
Well, I created a charity that raised over $100,000 a year,
That I know.
upwards of over $5 million total,
That I know.
with no salaries for many years, that we
That's
just gave the
great.
money away.
Yep.
I have 3 children that went to the Deerfield High School system.
Yep.
And over the years, I created quite a business network that I wanted to be able to use to be able to help the village of Deerfield.
Love that.
In regard to going green, I have a bunch of little bullet points here. The hybrid cars, the lower building permits, the water barrels, solar panels. These were all the things that were really important in 2008 and 9. Not so much that they're important anymore. They got kind of brushed over.
Well, what was the first thing you said? Hybrid cars? Or
Yeah, hybrid cars, you know.
I think that is
That's like when it
relevant
was
today,
coming.
right?
Well,
But it
it might have
depends-
been, it was in debate and conversational more,
Okay.
I think then. As an example, the police cars were going to go hybrid,
Oh.
but then when the current mayor talked to the chief of police, they actually weren't that interested.
No.
So they brushed it off. Yeah. And so we had family days, talked about raising money. There wasn't a whole lot of interest in the village for me. I do have about a couple thousand people that even today say they voted for me.
Oh.
But if I took all the people that said they voted for me, I don't know if it added up to that number.
No. Maybe
But-
they wish they voted for you now.
Well, I would have done a nice job, but
I know you would.
you know, in hindsight, it might not have been the best thing for my life.
Well,
But you know what? It's hindsight.
right.
And I didn't, I mean, I voted, but
Did you
one
vote for yourself?
I did, and one vote
Okay.
wasn't enough for that to happen. So I wanted to bring fresh leadership and really be fiscally responsible. And there's a lot of things that I won't do in my debate I put here that
Let's
I
hear it.
wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to take away the small village charm.
Well, you know, it doesn't feel like a small village to me.
Yeah. I
Deerfield's
wasn't
pretty big.
going to increase the property taxes somehow, as if I had anything to do with the property taxes in Deerfield. And
They're pretty expensive.
and politics are not going to dictate the village agenda. I made that clear because in my speech I had it in bold.
Really.
Yeah, this is really just something.
Interesting.
So-
And what year was this again?
2008 and 9, and my son,
so that was a
Jordan.
pretty bad year.
Yeah, my son Jordan was doing websites and doing stuff, and I don't know, he was.
He was into it.
Yeah, but he was 13, 14, 15 years old, and he was like my campaign guy. He said he would help me.
That's sweet. I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just reminiscing, and really, a style that I have even today is collaborative leadership.
Yes, you definitely are a good collaborator.
I don't make decisions on my own. I let other people voice what it is that they want to voice, and then I make the final decision and do it the way that I want to do it. But I let people at least share
You know
what their voice
You
is.
are a great team player. You listen to other people's opinions, comments, and that's really a positive aspect. You would have been good at a corporation, sitting with a group of people
Yes, I would have.
who want to yammer, yammer, yammer. And I'm thinking about it because actually this week, 6 years retired.
From.
UPS.
So what was it like to be at UPS? I'm looking at one of my books, The Confident Leader.
Yes.
You were definitely a confident leader at UPS. You were abused leader by
Yes.
some of the people there, and I'll just say some of the men who had issue with something,
Strong women,
maybe strong women,
confident, educated women.
who say what they think when appropriate.
Yes, which I did. And I think, so what was your, what was your
The
guy's name?
confidence.
Oh,
Where did you become and get to be as confident as you are as you were at UPS? Because I think now, even though it's 6 years later, I think you still have that confidence of who you are and what you want to be.
well, I think my mentor there was a female who was in my district in Chicago, and she ended up being on the board. She went to our corporate office. She was the most polished speaker I've ever heard, probably to this day. And as I sat and listened to her as a young part-time supervisor, I said, one day I want to be able to speak like that. I want to speak flawless, know what I'm saying. And she spoke with her hands and her voice inflection, and that's how she spoke and presented. And when she retired, which was before me, I sent her an email congratulating her, and she actually wrote me back, thanked me, and told me that of her accomplishments at UPS, I was one of them. So I was really flattered and honored and humbled by that.
It's nice to be flattered, honored, and humbled.
Yes.
And while talking about UPS, we have a dear friend named Lisa,
Yes.
who you pulled out of tough times. She was
Very.
brought in
Very.
from a tough neighborhood,
Very.
and
Took her under my wing.
yeah,
She calls me a big sister to this day. And I do. I love her. I care about her. Sadly, her mom passed this weekend, so we will be going to the wake tomorrow.
now we know there's a long line at the wake, but we have a secret for those people that want to know it about how to
Jump the line.
jump the line.
Yeah.
There's no food, so you're not jumping the line to eat food.
No.
I think you just jump in the line to get the attention of the person you came there for,
Right.
without having to wait an hour for those people that have a line.
Well, because there's certain people, I wouldn't jump the line at just any wake.
Oh,
But for special
we wouldn't?
friends, no. Special
that would
friends.
do it for anybody.
You-
Why would we not?
Because for some people, I don't know if we fall into that category, but maybe we do.
But maybe we don't go to the wake then if we're not in that category.
Maybe we don't.
Like, we're not just casual wake goers.
No.
We need to know the people whose wake it is.
And usually pretty well.
Or we'll get there early enough that the line's not that long.
Correct.
I don't want to be rude
But the last
about
wake,
it.
who was also for another Lisa, my closest friend from college, that line was insane. And we got there with, we thought it was the start of the wake, right?
Yeah.
And there was already a line, and there was literally, we got one space, which is all you need for one car. But
Right.
there wasn't even parking.
No.
And when we
Wow.
left, which I think was maybe, 2 hours or so after, the line was ridiculous.
Longer than when we got
Oh
there.
my God, it was crazy.
Yeah.
crazy.
Definitely crazy.
Anyhow, so we're talking about lines, so I'm gonna totally go off on something
Wait,
else.
do that again. I like when you do that. Okay.
Go off on something
Who
else.
knew that she could do that twice?
Right. Pop-up bagels. Remember going there at
Oh,
Seaport?
I did.
In
I went
Boston?
because we went there twice, where they give you 3 bagels, a lot of cream cheese,
In a cup.
another place that you overeat.
Oh my God.
That in a movie theater.
They opened one in Lincoln Park.
They
The
did.
line was,
Well, we only
Oh.
know from social media.
well, I saw it on the news. The line was wrapped. Because, well, what was funny, so we went when we were in Boston last
Not
year.
that long ago.
Last year?
Well, we did
And-
the Boston game, so
Oh, right,
because of
right.
that, it was
The
last
Red
year
Sox-
during baseball
The
season.
Red Sox and the
Maybe
Yankees.
it was October.
Yeah. So, no, October is like World Series.
Then it was
Maybe it
September.
was September. In any case. So they give you a little cup Well, it was funny because I walked up and I thought, okay, we're going to have a
Oh, we are.
bagel and a sandwich. And they're like, no. It was a little like soup Nazi-ish. You get a cup of cream cheese
Yes.
and 3 bagels to dip. And as I saw in the news here,
good.
it's a Terran dip.
A tearing dip.
Because they didn't tell us Terran dip there. We just, you figured it out. You tear and you dip.
There was other people tearing and dipping. It wasn't that hard to figure out.
So I liked the everything bagel. The bagel is just the best. God,
Yeah.
I could go for one right now thinking about it. But you know what I didn't like? Where we were sitting, which was that very open area, which was cool. It was like all those shots.
And it was open.
fun. But the birds swooped down.
big black
They got an
birds.
everything bagel.
Yeah.
And they wanted to eat
With
all
the
the
beak.
seeds.
Yeah,
Remember? The
right, I
bees.
do.
And so that was like a little,
Well, they might have that here too with the seeds
no, I don't think so.
and the birds. No.
No, because there's no area to sit.
Oh,
where the one
so
is
where are we going to
here.
eat?
Well, we're not eating in the car. 'cause
So
I
it's
don't
a
want
walk and
seeds
eat.
everywhere. Maybe it's a walk and eat.
Okay. So
Maybe.
we did a shout out to the pop-up bagel. Maybe they want to
Yes.
send us some bagels.
You know what? I've been begging for one in the suburbs.
You're not going to believe this. So my friend Lou has my car story with Lou.
Right.
He gets sent in the mail e-bikes to review.
What's e-bikes?
It's a bike that's a battery-powered bike.
Oh, a bike. An
bike.
e-bike
They send him bikes, and he reviews them
to keep?
to keep.
How many
So I was
e-bikes
a little
does
jolly.
he have?
He now has 3,
Wow.
and he's only one guy, but he has 3
E-bikes.
now.
What's he going to do with them?
He reviewed them, and then they sit in his garage.
Huh. I've
It's
never
not like
been,
he's a bike rider.
No, I've never been on a bike like that.
Yeah.
We have a pedal bike.
Well, we
which
tried
maybe-
it once.
An e-bike?
Yeah, we tried it once for a couple
Oh.
minutes.
I don't remember.
We don't know the purpose of it. Like, why would you not want a bike that you could pedal?
Now I do remember. It was
Right?
like a vacation
Like,
somewhere.
we should be able to pedal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm old-fashioned biker.
Yeah.
I get on and I pedal because the point of a bike is to ride the bike, not push a button.
That's what
and
I'm
go.
thinking. I would like to think that you're on the bike to ride the bike and not to have the bike do the work for you.
Correct.
Or they call that a motorcycle.
I don't even want to go on motorcycles.
Which, by the way, my friend in Bangladesh, who helps me with some of my podcasting, got a motorcycle over the weekend.
I think it's more popular there because it's so populated and the traffic is horrible.
He
I
thanked
mean,
me for allowing him to get his motorcycle. I said, how did I do that? He says, you pay me.
that's so nice.
Yeah, my friend in Bangladesh.
Nice.
A little shout out to him.
Thank you, Bangladesh
It's a
friend.
beautiful motorcycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was pleased.
Obviously you're
I
paying
had
him really well.
I had him send me pictures.
nice.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Here's the next thing I'm doing that doesn't cost any money.
Can't
I'm
wait.
running.
You're running?
You know, do we consider running at 4 miles an hour running, or is that fast walk?
That's running.
What about 3.5 miles an hour?
Running at 3.5 miles?
That's called jog.
Maybe a little jog.
Anyway, I'm using the Nike app, inspired by my son Jordan, who is running for the Chicago Marathon
With our
with
nephew Jacob.
nephew Jacob.
Yeah.
And they are so inspiring that they're doing this every week that I got on the trend and started to run. So I'm upwards of, believe it or not, pretty far.
How far?
Well, it's a walk and run, and I'm new at this, so a couple miles.
Okay, well, they're in their very early 30s and early 20s, and you're not, so I'm not expecting you to start.
So I
Run.
would like to know in the comments which one of you are running and which one of you refuse to run because running is hard.
Not running. It's not even because it's hard. I've never been a runner. I don't like running.
But you like Pilates.
Okay, how is Pilates and running even close?
We're going to shift to Pilates.
Okay,
How was Pilates today?
it was great.
What makes it good?
What makes it good?
What makes Pilates good?
Well, I can tell you in the morning why it was good, because I'm going to feel it here and I'm going to feel it here. She really had us doing a lot of squats today.
On the reformer,
No, on the wall.
on the wall,
the
you just
wall.
do a lot of squats.
On a Bosu, on the wall.
Okay.
It was hard.
So we take care of ourselves by going and having exercise on a regular basis. That's something we
Yes.
believe in.
Yes. What
Right.
did we do yesterday?
What did we do yesterday? Oh, yeah. We did what I like is hot yoga, but it was hot Pilates. No, it was hot,
yoga. It was original hot yoga.
original hot yoga.
So do you, how many-
26 poses that you do twice.
Excellent. 26 poses.
And my favorite part about the original hot yoga, 40 minutes into it, you lay down on the mat instead of standing
but you have
and
to
balancing.
sit up and you turn around
I'm
and you
getting
still
better
have
at
poses.
that. Now my
Yeah.
back hurt. So this morning I went to the chiropractor, and believe it or not, whatever they do, he fixes it.
It worked. You feeling
It
better?
works every time I go.
That's awesome. I'm glad.
He says you kind of have to go once in a while to kind of
Adjust.
adjust. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, hot Pilates is great. I mean, hot yoga. They do
Yeah.
have hot Pilates, but yesterday was original hot yoga at the Hot Room, which is a great facility.
We have a good sweat on.
A good sweat is an understatement. And honestly, I'm really impressed that a man of your size
Thank you. And stature.
and stature keeps up and does so well. What I'm not loving in the hot room, because what is it? It's 105 degrees, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, let me
105.
guess what it is. It's the people who sweat but don't have a towel, and the sweat goes and spews out on everyone
Well,
else.
it's like a pool of sweat on the ground.
If you
and that
can't
grosses me
overlook
out.
it, though,
well,
you can't be gross. You have to.
I didn't see it
breathe
till the
through
end.
it.
I didn't see
Okay.
it till the end because I actually laid in Shavasana for a little extended
Yeah.
yesterday.
The person next to me, I think he was down maybe 100+ pounds. You could tell kind of like from the belly roll. But I was, he did a really nice job, and I was
Person in
very
front
pleased
of
with
him
that.
left a puddle that looked like a pool for an infant.
But he was in shape, hot
he
yoga
was.
guy.
It was just a
He had
little,
open pores.
okay. It was a little too much sweat for my liking.
Right.
So I'm glad that I didn't have to walk that way to exit.
No, your feet would have been
room?
bad.
Yeah.
But again, we love it, and it's for it's like when you box, you sweat.
You
It's,
a big boxer, are you?
Or UFC fighting.
Are you a big boxer?
I'm not a big boxer, but I've been around boxing,
Oh.
and I know that you sweat when you box,
Yeah.
and then it kind of goes everywhere because you're boxing and you're pushing and you're jumping rope and you're getting and it's hot and
Yeah.
you're getting your sweat on.
Okay.
But that's all right. It's called moving the body
Right.
and overlooking the things that might bother you.
Yes. Well, the fact that we're both in our 60s, me a little older than you, I'm pleased that we're
Yeah.
staying active and
Now,
doing
the other
different
thing we
things.
did, and we have a few more minutes left, and I want to touch on this, is we went to a store called Von Mar
Yes.
in the Glen, because we actually live in the North Shore of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, as I sat there and looked at this store, how impeccable it is.
Isn't it?
The family owned, impeccable.
Do you know what? There's two things that I really love about that. Well, more than two. One, if you have a Von Mar credit card, they charge 0 interest. 0. So let's say your bill is $300, you pay the minimum. There's no interest on their credit card, which is literally unheard of in the 21st century. I don't think anyone's ever done that. That's number one. Number two, they have beautiful gift wrapping for any gift that you buy. Beautiful. They wrap it. They have baby paper. They have mom paper. They have birthday, everything. So I love that. 3, they ship exclusively UPS.
Number
and it's
4,
free shipping.
no way.
Yes.
And number 4, it's not crowded. So if you don't like crowds, I think we were the only ones in there.
No, there was people in there.
And they shop.
Yeah.
And they buy.
Yeah.
Because why? Because of everything Jill just said.
And they have great items that you just don't see everywhere else. I just also saw that malls are making a comeback.
You know why?
Give people something to do.
And we like to touch things. We like to try things on.
Yeah.
And if you go and you shop online, it is really actually hard to see what you're buying.
But you know what? I've become really a very
Proficient?
proficient, very good online shopper. Mostly everything I get stays. I don't have to return things, which I also love. But I do like going in and feeling and seeing. Too bad our mall is
Well, that would be in Northbrook, the
Yeah.
Northbrook
Court, which
Mall.
was the crown jewel back in the day.
It was.
Maybe the board will do something about that, but I doubt
Maybe the
it.
board. Well,
I doubt
David
it.
Hochberg, the guy we gave a shout out to
Right.
earlier, is really doing his best to be able
Yes.
to make
Thankful-
a difference for the
thankful
village of
him.
Northbrook.
Yes, because the current board, not so much.
Well, I don't know the current board, and when I ran for mayor, I said I was going to do a whole lot of things that I wasn't given a chance to do, but
But I haven't even seen them do anything
yeah.
except
And you
put up some
watch.
new signs, which
Yeah.
are garbage.
And pay a couple $100,000 for a new logo. I want to be the
An
company
ugly
they
logo.
paid that for.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
want to be the sales guy
right.
who got paid the commission to sell the Village of Northbrook
To
a
make an
logo
end, to
that
make an
you
end.
don't need.
I could have made it in. I would have
Yeah,
charged
I
him $10
could've-
for
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's our tax money.
it is our tax
Oh,
money
well.
at work.
All right, I don't want to even go there.
But we are going to end on a really positive note.
Yes.
Jill, what is that note?
I'm excited to go to Colorado, one of
get
my
our
favorite
warm nuts.
states.
We're going to get warm nuts.
Warm nuts on the plane.
We love to get warm
Yes,
nuts.
I ordered you a nice meal.
Got a
You'll be
nice meal.
excited.
Always
We're
happy
leaving
about
early.
a nice meal.
I'm going to hope for non-turbulence, easy flight. It's a short flight. And even though Nick says, oh, it's bumpity bump, I'm like, don't freak me out before I leave. And I'm really excited to see Nick and Emma and his other friends.
So, everybody have a great day. More tuning in to come. Thank you. Chill out.
Chill
See you in
out.
a week or two.